Abo Nomiensa Sompa 98.9 FM so any Ghana de shema munyina aha awie and somewhere the candidate ni aboa no de besomo se Nomiensa beremu kase ye bon abefo kwan sompaonline.com ye Facebook ye Sompa 98.9 FM Sompa FM Sompa TV Ghana Sompa TV ewo Facebook and afe YouTube. Awie and someone ebani bi any say.
Emfempem yenu ane adonu emienum na daje enipo so se kasia. Oman Ghana ukopiem o DVL a omutumi register yen kwa no makoma eye 3.2 million ana womutumi register na honsem etesen.
What is amanone any amahoro so ene ka no yemfa petrol ngumu o na isu electricity ebi beba Ghana mpanifo hyase edi ho komama road safety akasafa ho
Osanje force ade ya jumambadu on tosumi no eye bono mantem na nanma hemfo nyina dwam training se president onokran so ene domahene nana ede atodwa kyerem sesenkebe ya atoni de no ne mampani na nadada nkwakufu adwe yewraja chikwesi asem no muntwam
na de ato Ghana fo anim se obi bie na no no odi mampani atem no odi mampani ebe de akira atem sa suban no eye sakrato mu
se de enye nana no nana nemom eye Alan Baumia yewra kwadopoku esanse nem edai sa nipa miensa kwa kopiem ewo vetting committee na nimo new patriotic party yewra Alan kwadwo chramati di ka no wieye no asamben eno kan
and some no bika we ho awie ene ye de ma se no miensa beremu kase ye bo kire wadwen ewo ye Facebook comment no asinimu wo de wadwen kire no eto ho a na wa meho atene atumi akenkan mizo fruit drink ne 5G drink ne anomanya hoden a ye ba besomo awie midin ede akuanya ako abroad ma awie mene
ochame kwasi nimo afen ensem nkyeremu enie yero ne dinde kwaku ofori asema eye pani kwankyerefo anase soafo a wohwe eye akwantempone akobadie ho nsemkyere eye transport minister na opene ne densem atodwa ewo man Ghana mu se kakra kekako emfempim no ane adon mekyere 2025 de na kan ne ken oman ni wiasa fra na nyina no empona ne a wo mopeso mutumi eyifro na etumi boa no mohwe ema akobadie mekyere ahyen ahodo a ewo man mu adane dane de wo hawa ahodo ba na asase etumi yifro ho na etumi aboa no wo mo eguso wode nsem we atodwa ekyem sem wo hwe oman Ghana nko a empo a wo mfempim no ene eye dunu emienu no cars nko mutumi register nko a 3.2 million a wo mutumi register wo eye driver vehicle license authority the trinity friend DVL for akachonom wo mutumi register ye na wose we nyina no eye ade a ha adwene papa esanse wo hanchechemu aduosum ye 72% eye ade wo mutumi register cars no safo no nyina no eye petrol na emu aduonu enso na chesakwetwa buto no 27% nso de eye ade se eko edema diesel cars omutumi register no diesel de nkwane 27% na enmo no sanso de tudwa HMSN ne ye friend LPG adodo na kasa gas no eye liquefied petroleum eye gas no nso no o hanchechemu eye baako 1% ya ni nyina no kabo makase dodo omutumi register wo man Ghana mu nko a e wa fe atwam no eye 3.2 million na opene no koso ede nsem atudwa wo abramu bedi dwumadie e wo bono mantem ha wo mo ede nsem ba batudwa chemsem se wiasa fa na nyina no eye ade so mo nyina no ehwe sembe ya de fa no eye electric vehicle policy no wo mo ebetumi ababa enkyereke no mo hyiampanimfo ne sante sa dwumade no ya de ebepie mu anaso mo hyiamu e wa besim kura ebe no Sunyani na wo mo ba no eye aso ehwe eye ahyen eso e wo man Ganem no wona wo kan bia yeye wo no nim de e wo ka ho ensemu anu achi National Road Safety Authority baby eye driver vehicle license authority DVL nso baby motor traffic transport department NTTD any security agencies ahodo ni nyina no agitwi eba bepiem ho bia wo mo ye nkyerɛkyerɛ ehwe ho sem car na se the front electric vehicle policy se bedru baby na se bebe ba car ye ba ye okoto na mitime de kono onkonkoto petrol onkoto diesel na se gas ne mum wo so car no wo be charge e wo fie ana se o gudru ba bia no o ya soto no wakwa akotuam ne ya charge dia ma se de o charge mobile phone no o so mutumi eye sancheche no muhwe no mutumi boa eno ana eye Ministry of Energy ene Finance eye Ministry no atumi aka boma womo eboa ye Transport Ministry ne se omonye se me no mie no ye benya sancheche mu eye enchiremu papa na ebeboa ama ne yepese yi free oman mu ne wiase fona nyina no ehun nsem tesen.
We are collaborating with the Energy Commission on a Drive Electric initiative to promote alternative and productive use of electricity beyond industrial, commercial, and residential uses to power vehicles on our roads, as well as enable us meet our climate targets. It will also help increase electricity demand sustainably to match supply as a way of partially addressing the electricity generation overcapacity that we currently have. This will prevent Ghana from becoming a dumping ground for internal combustion engines, which are becoming outmoded in the European Union and other countries. And it will also usher us in an era of green and sustainable technology for the future to tackle environmental pollution as vehicular population grows. Regardless of where in the world you are today, the effects of greenhouse gas emissions are not far from you. Rising sea levels, pollution, flooding, storms and droughts are being experienced everywhere, and we must all contribute to end climate change. Adoption of smart technologies, including EVs, provide an enduring answer to this problem.
We aye openi anase ofori asemanin se na mo begina mu ede ema no ana atese oka okyerem se eba be semfiempim mienu na de numienu eba ne de nyame anim ni na ka so ma register no ano a bepim 2022 no ene 3.2 million na odi mu nkyerem ba no ana me ko bi ne manka bi de eya mono mantan so afọ ma me just na osu ba na hene ma me nso de na mo nyam kwata adwuma de na kyeresa nse ye dwuma de a ehu ehia ye papa emo no so ede nsem atudwa kyerem se saa de na ba na yade betumi aboa papa esanse enne obehwe ka bi pa na nam kwantempo so akọ na to nwusie pa na wo mo nso nim de aka kyerese saa ka to nwusie no otwiko mu de yade pa na etumi bron enti se yade sempanifo ani wiasafo na nyina pese etumi nsa kyerɛ ewo mu di a ene na yade se betumi aboa papa sei ana ma me just na osu ba na hene ekasai.
The main challenge here is that increasing vehicle population is mostly characterized by very old, used, and imported polluting vehicles. Such situations further compound the level of vehicle emissions, air pollution, notably contributing to the climate change, that is the global warming, and negative health impacts. And this one, if you are behind somebody's car and you see, I think it can be described as a classic musie coming out of the car, and sometimes even as you sit in the second or third car after that car, you breathe it and you know the consequence. And so it's almost like also being a secondary smoker. We can be doing all these and have very nice and relatively new cars on the cars that ply the urban and the big cities here, but those that ply in and around Atronie and many other similar villages, you can imagine the rest and the consequence. And therefore today people find themselves at the hospitals, and when doctors diagnose them, sometimes they are not able to find solution to the ailment because they can't distinguish between what they've smoked in or what they've inhaled in, affecting our lungs and, for that matter, ill health. Government on its part is committed to reducing carbon emission and global warming through several policy directives. Paramount among them is the imposition of higher taxes on the importation of older vehicles to control their influx into the country, the creation of the viable business environment for vehicle manufacturing companies as Volkswagen and Mahindra to produce and assembly the vehicles here is very, very laudable.
Bonoman Tanso from Mammy just no Subanahine and also Resabro for the go a bread, Madian Corso. Now, what then Munyam Cotat no said that Mikubinaman Cabidi, ya or the two jar.
I dream poor a man penny for bedi said you many sell call and crofar my swam. And nay said ye de petrol ni diesel no egu kamu. na yenama chiremisie tutututu ne niema ewo mu a etumi jansun sanso boni woni pa pomuden so wabra ye sori atia wiase nyina sen yebeko ede atia ewiem nsakira ye boni adroni friend climate change ni ntino eno enenam so a sabre yi mu diaba ene se empanifo eye hyehyeye ya ebetumi aboa ama ehyan hodo edede dwuma ewo man mu no yedi ho nkoma dru baabi na adwene nyina kwaye pepepe a yebetumi anya ehyan a yamfa petrol ni diesel na ngum na mom ehyan a eyisu electricity na nkomo yi kwa wieye nei na National Road Safety Authority pani a wada no sa regional manager ewo yebono mantami mu owura kwasi ageni mboaten wone sompa kase bodi nkoma no wose saadwimpo we sempanifo shas yedi ho nkomo yi kwasi na be ye adwuma ebeboa pa
we said the global warming issues labor ebeboa in debre abema sustainable alternative use of other modes of vehicle. It's a system. I think so. No, there are a lot of alternative power. Solar. They use solar and I think so. Said the kind of charging ports. The charging ports be by and it's very burden on fuel. It's any idea. Himself about it. But a new thing I ever the who say na yet me the policy near Juma 924 Ebuana electric vehicles no eba generally cry global warming cry effect on reduction of global warming.
Onipo kasa ye eyowura kwasi ageni mboaten wono eyebono mantami mu manager e de makwan so jojo Bible Road Safety Authority.
Okoye Facebook na Sompa FM to like na wa share na document so atumi dia bebe kinkan dia ma kama yanto akase bono so emfama dia doma hene ayo sage for sade adwuma bedo tosomienu na nakran so aye president Edma Bono Regional House of Chiefs na eden sema tudwa nenso ade tudwa nyina no ka kire eye attorney general eye era Godfred eye yebo adame wane mampene na adedanko akufuado nenso ade tudwa nyina kire mu sen one day was rewa manya do ka kire mu sen openani din ade James Jachi question na anu adomoto amba pan sen one ne asen of mashebedwane no osre na kwadu bia mode abo no semode ne kogina aseni bia no bia munyimfiri ne so ewo eye high court ewo eye enkran no esanse wa hu se eye Ganafo ene asen ofofo omope openi ni papa pande Ganafo akiro madwe nyina ne se anadoma hu ne se weni eye betumi abo ne de opan ne den osesa na enye ye da ewo se noa ana otumi ade Ganafo se be ho beto wo mo esanse ode kwadu be se num ana abo eraja chikwesin efa ne passport ho ene na kwanto tuko Canada awasan so France oba be premier sebedwa kunya se na opani ne ntoro fufuo pa de ntoro ana watumi atwa electoral commission no man Ghana aba be pre so oba be premier sebedwa kunya no se na wono ne awoso otumi sensan krata na akirem se o wa hohoro ne nsa Africa Canada fo krata na obibia wono se na opani no ntumi nyai ne santo aba be pre de na 2020 kunya na odie no ya atwena sensan de se the Supreme Court kan ne santo no pani no ena na wabu mra so asanso afa kwatikwan abu oman sabi wabu ya ntia enu nticha se de frɛ no se bia opani de kwadu bi bɔ se wadi bɔne ne de bia bɔ no ne nsembe to da na chese by election se koso by election mu na no ana opani sanso kodi nkunima mpp fo nsa wo fom se so ene no de nam so ma matwanwom kra de mpp manyoko no ya adi o ma tunwoma atwanwoma ama opani ande de James Dachikwesin se wono na ase no ofofo ne Ganafo epenom ne nsemba beto dwa na se opani ne nsema wo court ne to ntwan na no na no memene da bono ene bono isni ahafom Western North ene wona oka wo nyina no eba be piemu ewo Sunyani kredua mu a ewo STU Sunyani Technical University na dwumadia wo mu diye aya Professor John Evans Atamese ai chese aya cumulative aya lecture no eba so ewo Sunyani kredua emu na eba be piemu na ewo so de num nyamba tache no se se ma ba be piemu na me dina simpe so kasa dia me ka kira attorney general ne mampene na nado danko akufuado se openi no was sranya do ne nsada ne nsayem wo mmomodin a se na asem no wo mu be ye free court na so betwam na Ganafo so mo pe no Wey ayo osanje for said judgment bedu on tosme no domahene no kranso the president nana me bomu ase me koto na awiei a odin sansem we etu eye edwa e kira Attorney General na mampeni se munyini mfiri ho kura no hwe so nkodi ne dwuma mfama asen nofo
Wudi achi ewo ye Facebook ne so abo Sompa 98.9 FM Sompa 98.9 FM na hwe ni so ade bi o na ebeje wonsam Ebra dwumadie ne kwaso ya wo ye enkaye dum emfie duachi wabra bamo wo befa ye mampani His Excellency John Evans Fifi Atamos efri ho no ena domahene osagefo osiade ye Dr. Ajman Badu ya wotoso mienu oye aduana piesie kasen emre bi atwamu ya na ye mampani a wanya ne ba bi kwa ye sa badwamu kasakire ede ahena ne monyam wote ase no wote adwaso no adwuma kura no pani yama Ghana fo o ni yama ne din Professor Do Little adwuma kura no wo ye de asum Ghana fo ni yama ne din asumdwe hene amara du fiasam na ye kakasantwi na ye didi natam wose eye suban ya wonnim ba bi efiri efise o my Ghana mu de ya sheda tete Ghana ni ba bia sen womma wano ntra pani nanso so wose amanyo samunti Ghana fo akwakodru mpempen so se obi eti adwa so mampani a ye ni ani wuo ye mfere ye be di natam a empusu ye se pani na ye di natam no wose se pani beti adwa som obi ye mampani waya bedi akire waya soafo na wo ye bibi a wone ne nya adwena wotumi kire wadwe bonachi na mmom onse kire wo se aduasa mienu ni natam eno ne de Ghana fo osre yensesa mfiri ho
Every other time in 2009. Other than the Professor Little, and the name of the Diana. And so, maybe I say, single decade inflation, net pencil. No, so on one side, we shall bring to us 2009, not 2023. Yeah, Miss Ghana for Saturday and 80. Senipa ati akonya so na oye bia yan come from say them to come from no kran wa enya say na bia say dey ba bi dey ba 10 dey travel one so say dey say dey bet ma say dey gegere dey tell e no tell say dey bi say dey go see cathedral na ko a number that was me cathedral da ka tell say dey go see na me one no say stop at the stop yeah we three say Cathedral address is in time. That is the mind group. Because we have the Yankana Kosi, I am also one of the land that you don't do it. I have put in your ready to carry. I'm coming from Purana Original. mesra ga na bia every emeko ma obia ya ini tesa na mpani na ba kechi ministers and mpani ko abedi obia ya no be ya bi na onya ya constructive criticism the way to the ato
Adriana PSA osagefo osiade yo Dr. Ajimabadu atasumienu eyedoma hene
ya to aka se bonu so de ma de first na bet na oya wi no enche na no ebefiri ho se edin be na beba ala na ba omia na se kwadwopoku anoma mkeka ka ho nyina ne se won opeso to Frank Adema MPP amanyoku no wo modoso papa na MPP amanyoku no mpanimfo de ba betu dwa kirem se ombe so ne so ama na ba be ka nipa num na sa num no wo mdo makwa kodina okono no matumi ayimu baako no no nso aba be pritumi ne de ma MPP amanyoku no na nadan ana wo mo ehye mo vetin eye committee no asia enada nipa miensa ana twi wonti ewo eye sa vetin committee no ase a enka ne soafo ano no ana hwe mfidinwuma so ewo manga na mo yewura alankwadwo kirematen alankaashi woni mampani abedi akire Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia ana opena ne dinde kwadwopoko hesasransi kwadwopoko wonyina bo moden anenne wo mo gi twi ana pani kwakwohwe hoi wo mu nyina kopie mu ewo ho a chese totoa so ochina na boache agyako de tiedin no His Excellency boache eye kiremante agyako sanso ana His Excellency kwabnaje agyapon sanso ana His Excellency Kennedy ohene agyapon akwampreko na da baba so ntuhwe made de no pa na wafa ano ochina omoso beko amode etuoma akwapimuku odan na His Excellency Dr. Kofi Kunadu apreko no so ko na no achi His Excellency Dr. Uso Free ono so ko na no achi no so na totoma His Excellency Dogati na chese do betwa tokra eye His Excellency Francis Ade Nimo omunyina na omonso ekona chese o maseletim ayimu makomako enum na nada nipa odi nka trinity eye yewra Alan Kwadwo Kirematen His Excellency oba modia no kopie mu ewo hom na mototo na no na owie no se da bi manka bibia ebeye ya papa isansen we no eyade se wakwa vetinfo na nasa committee nanim de wakwa several times ya wono madi nkomo ni bibia ewom nya fe na okodina kwaye ndende we nya de foforo kram fama no na wo wie pe na wo tiasin kana ne mpatam ho na wa shana probo no ase.
I had a good interaction with the committee. As you're all aware, I've been through this exercise on several other occasions, so I'm quite familiar and comfortable with this process. I think the important thing for you is to know that tomorrow I will start my constituency tours in Greater Accra. I have decided that I'll introduce an innovation into my constituency tours by clustering constituencies for the purpose of bringing our party executives together, not just within their own constituencies, but in a few other constituencies in a cluster. That will help energize the rank and file of our party.
Sompa FM.
It's all about making sure that we work together for the purpose of bringing our party executives together, not just within their own constituencies, but in a few other constituencies.
His Excellency Alan Kwadwo Kirematen say to abama na wonya memfa say wa baba ya mampania na wo bo His Excellency ono na nne okovet ni wie no wone atutafo na sentrafo kasa and this answer no 2 dua
5G drink ni miso fruit drink eya no ne mienu e wodwa so abusua so muduro bia anim wo de ma wo ba wonu ma ne yeye pani tumi nom e ma ne yeye akokora nom ase kire nim enti doctor say ni afremfremade nom afremfremade a eye miso fruit drink anopa awia nwumre abra bia wotumi nom oba Sompa FM yedan yimu a ewo night market alabe kwana bronsan ni mu utumi betuni duduo mu wo traffic mu na wo ton a ekọ fast ni da ye ni mu pia epinti obi kura sora na patututu a eno no de hye ne da ase ane eye oba Sompa FM a wutumi betubi ba bia ye ton adakodoko dia bia nso wo kwa wo se open miso fruit drink 5G no ema wonya ahoden sonko wakodi gobe wakodi konkonte wada na ye nwunu ukodi fufuo na ehya wo so a na wanom 5G drink no na aboa wa mana digest ntem na ma wa hode sonko e de adi wudwuma watra sisi so acha wo de no eye 5G drink adaroma no e na aboa ye de ensam no esom yenko yenim nko wie Dr. Philip Oti Ajin was Dean of Student Affairs Emma Apenten Apia Menka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development. What they are two Ghana for Wamocha Dien ene wana enimude ewo SD Educational Unity no emusen. Wamosha siena ensanu nyuma wontete ene nimdia fa kuaye ho no. Yemma ne noso ewo ye womasua fam. Dr. Otiajen Esen emre bi atwamu nanka ye sikua enye de sabio wantumi ankosuku nkwa na mmom obi a wo ye kyekire ni ti krokuma bi mwanya asase okokyira de ba na wababa be sinikua na kyerɛ sɛ kua ye no ekoye nsa no nwuma bi a na bua masika ba nkrofo betom wo se ene ye pre ye ho kona abefo ene ye na ensa no nwuma ho nimde eya boye no was a Friday be TVET, Technical and Vocational Education Training. Say Ghana for your shas, yes, ye nya and san numanta tia. I to me the and sano, a ye bibis non qua. Da sikaba ye bottom. Nana a ye bidding kanyan. Annual conference, Equaso Ama Adventist teachers, any moo a Jumaya form. I was Sunyani Bunomantam ahim kroimu. Na Dr. Oti Aje Kasan was saying, Nisanti. One war SD asafumu ade chechefo ene mpanifo akabie wo mu nyina hyase se won bema ensanu nwuma tete no ade wo manim na fe de sa nimde no amanchirima.
So if we don't concentrate on agricultural education, if we don't concentrate on technical vocational education, and we begin to import tomatoes from Burkina Faso, we begin to import toothpaste from China, we are importing almost everything. And that is the reason why the CBD is always being depreciated. Our curriculum has not been said that it will help us to be productive. A woman and swaba young learners, may science, maths, and yet theories, but the practical aspect of technical vocational education. The SDA curriculum, if we like, must put more accentuation and emphasis on technical vocational education because it will make the student actually be productive, not pen pushing. Today we are not promoting pen pushing education too much because it will make the student reliant on the government to create unemployment. Let the students themselves create an employment opportunity for themselves. So if we are teaching, we ask ourselves, we retool our thinking that what I'm teaching, how would it help the student to be able to later on be creative, create his own job? Today, a lot of the students are going back to the seamstresses. A lot of the students are going back to the hairdressers. A lot of university students, master students are going back to the carpenters because they want to acquire skill.
Onipokasa ye Dr. Philip Oti Ajin, was Dean of Student Affairs at Kenten Apia Menka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development. Ye jinani die sona ensama ye boa no bre wo nedwo da wie se no miensa brem kase ye bono ye de ni nyina asin edamufo no ne boa no ru akodwo pepra ye samufo pani brown ni nua prince ene de ye kwa befo kwan so midide ekue nyako abro no ma wie me ne
ochira me kwasi nimo.
Yeah, sorry, na Yerabuaje Bwedi Yao, the man with the magical fingers. One team no at the Sompa Drive at Waso.
Why you crowd say Wubenya will check every 10 million at Chedian Umwana? Become Betway Scratch and Winner a free 19 June, Ecosi 30th July. Wait there, Bet Bia Ubebo Casino Games.